Curtain Up is an absolutely phenomenal celebration of the opening of the theater season in the city of Buffalo. It's been done for 35 years, and it has been tremendously successful, and usually all of the theaters in downtown Buffalo sell out.
We have 3 acts. The first act is where we have a cocktail hour and people get to have a wonderful gourmet dinner. This year it's on the beautiful Shays stage. And then after that, everybody rushes out to get to one of the theater performances that night. And then afterwards, we invite everybody back downtown for a free street party, which is full of entertainment and fun and excitement.
I think that Curtain Up has been successful in Buffalo for 2 reasons. 1, we've earned it. And 2, we need it. That it came to this city at a time when we were at rock bottom and needed a sense of ourselves, that there was a strong awareness that this once great city, this city at the end of a canal, had seen better days.
It may be off the Great White Way, but word spreads fast that Main Street Buffalo is becoming a new theatrical address.
I came to the very first Curtain Up. In those days, downtown was desolate. It was quite bombed out, and the city had gotten a grant to build a subway line. This subway that was supposed to revitalize the city had the opposite effect. While it was being constructed, it killed every business along its path. And so downtown, the theaters were in a panic what to do. No one was coming downtown. Buffalo was losing population. And so Michael Pitek, who was the managing director of Studio Arena Theater, suggested, well, why don't we do what we do best, an event. Let's have a party and invite people downtown to have a party and to remind them that the theaters are still opening and operating. It was very modest. Snow fence, little handwritten signs on cardboard, balloons that had been blown up by hand. And that was Curtain Up.
It started off outside, under tents, and then weather, of course, was always something to be concerned about.
I can remember sitting in a tent with water up to my ankles and saying I'm never coming to this event again. It was held in the center of the theater district, which is actually a giant fountain, and they would drain the fountain and put a tent over it, and they would hold the dinner, the formal dinner there. The problem was you could never depend on the weather, so one of the theaters suggested that we consider doing the formal dinner on the stage at Shays. Of course, that meant that we could not present an event that night, but for us, because we're in the Broadway touring business, generally speaking, there is not a lot of product available at early September anyway. So we thought about it and felt that that might be our best contribution.
I think something like 500 people will be seated for dinner tomorrow night. And at the beginning of the theater season, I love the idea that we come together and, raise a glass and we kick off the season.
Everybody is preparing their production and readying it for an opening for an audience. But they're all doing it in collaboration with each other and marketing and symbiotically and working together so that we are opening our individual productions and we're trying obviously to market and get a box office. But there's also a bigger picture where the community comes together, and as well as marketing our own show, we're marketing the whole concept of Curtain Up and a thriving, vibrant theater community.
Buffalo's a special place. Here, the theaters support one another. 22 theaters, we all do something different. So no one theater is going to step on any one theater's toes. So if you can help me, I can help you. Because in most cases, a patron will only go to see a show once, okay? But now you have 21 other theaters to see.
The stage is set in.
Better check.
House open in 10 minutes.
Thank you.
Open in
Crap,
10
already?
minutes.
Yeah, it's 20 after 7.
20
after 7?
Yeah.
Why does it seem so quiet outside?
In a way, it's very practical, right? I mean, so if Musical Fair out in Amherst wants to put on In the Heights, their usual cast, their usual troupe, really might not be great for that show. But if they collaborate with Race's theater, they're going to find the right cast for In the Heights. If that theater production is in Amherst, some of the folks who like Race's are coming to a different community. But also the folks in Amherst who are going to Musical Fair are getting exposed to a whole different art form.
I know a lot of times, even in this city years ago, people would look at Shays and say, well, we're the 800-pound gorilla, and we don't really care about the small theater companies and what they do. And, you know, we present Broadway, and that draws huge audiences, so what do we care about the other theaters? And I've worked very hard to make sure that number one, my staff and the people here at Shays, whether it be our staff or board, understand the importance of all the theaters in town. It's regardless of size. We all are a community, and I think the most important thing is that we understand that, and we can look at each other as competitors. You can accomplish a heck of a lot more when everybody's working together.
This theater season, we have about 20 theater companies, and they range from anything from doing dramas to classical work, musicals, cabarets. We have comedy sports. And that's the other thing that is wonderful. If you are a theater goer, you're going to find something that you like.
I can understand, but you've changed.
How you feeling?
Feel amazing. Yeah. Want people to see it.
Yeah. People just rock it today.
Yeah. It's for Tennessee, man. Tennessee Williams. Let's do it. Every second.
It's so embarrassing. But the photo opportunities.
Oh, not
As
that
I said, I
much.
did. She wasn't so fond of her.
That's a little. Not that much. Not that much.
Well, you gotta remember, she's been short all her life.
That's a 4-part.
So am I. You're not as short.
As long as I get it right.
I get by a touch.
We're opening at Irish Classical with a Sweet Bird of Youth. Usually we open with an American classic. I think the opening show for a season has to have strong title identity because that's kind of the hook that pulls the audience in, and then hopefully they'll buy a subscription to the rest of the season.
This is mine. Oh, you do it.
Yeah, continue until.
Yes, Siri.
Right, you want my hand? You want me to help roll you? And then I can pin her?
Whatever your timing was last night.
And look what my card says. The ball. That's how ironic.
Oh my God, this is half hour, everybody.
Thank you.
Happy opening.
What I love about Buffalo theater is its diversity in so many senses of the word. Every once in a while, you'll get a funder or you'll get an elected official who may not, be as in tune with what our cultural sector is offering. And they'll say, wait a minute, 20 theaters, 25 theaters? That's too many theaters. I mean, aren't they all the same? No, they're not all the same. In fact, no two of them are the same.
You got a friend when people can be so cold.
Here we go. This is Rosie. She's part of the cast. Will always be like one.
Does everyone have their readings?
Yes.
I think there's some liars. Everybody readings.
Every single one of them said they had.
Okay.
It's very easy for me to choose which play I'm going to see on Curtain Up Night. My husband is a producer, and so I go to his play. And the reason I go to his and not someone else's is, well, one, I'm not going to review it. And that's good because the Curtain Up audience is unpredictable. It's like New Year's Eve. A lot of people who don't go to the theater ordinarily will go on Curtain Up Night, and they will have been to dinner, and they will have had cocktails. So it can be a very rowdy opening night audience, which when you are a critic can be distracting. So Curtain Up is for the fun. The work will resume for me the next day.
I'm going to Gentlemen Prefer Divas. So a lot of friends are in that, not only actors who are part of that, but a variety of community members, so it's fun to see people become part of that event.
We're one of a kind, like our names are signed, like booty, 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 shooty, bop, bop. Change, 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 bop. We'll always be like one, wow, 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 wow.
We came to see Sweet Bird of Youth. We just thought it was just fabulous. And our favorite was when Miss Lucy came out.
I agree. I thought she was so sexy and sassy, and she made the part. And I've seen that. I saw it in New York. I think they did a wonderful job here. I think we're very lucky in Buffalo. Everyone loves theater. Look at the buzz.
Looking through the crowd, I see the crowd very differently from the way another person might, because I see the theater people mixed in with the civilians. So I recognize, the cast of You're in Town over there, and the people from Gypsy over here. And for a lot of people, this is their introduction to the theater community, coming down here and meeting lots of people. You can meet anybody you want, from directors to the mayor tonight.
Party here is something very special. It's something very unique because we support the arts more than any community that I've ever been in my life, and I'm actually from Chicago. So there's 7 times the amount of theaters in Chicago, but nothing like the experience you'll get here.
The impact of having Curtain Up and a vibrant theater district in the city of Buffalo has been tens of millions of dollars of investment in the city. And during my tenure as mayor, in this theater, in arts and cultural institutions, community centers, we have invested over $40 million. So the economic impact of Curtain Up and the theater district to downtown Buffalo and the city of Buffalo has been quite significant.
Better shape up, 'cause you and me are meant.
We know that the economic impact of Shays to the downtown Buffalo region is in the neighborhood of $65 million a year. When we bring people downtown, whether it be Shays or whether it be 710 or any of the other theaters, when we bring people downtown, they eat dinner, they park their cars, they if they come from outside the area, they stay at hotels. So the economic impact is pretty powerful.
First time I came to Curtain Up, I just did the street party. I was a little bit younger and just sort of wanted to be part of the scene. And then eventually started going to the plays, and now I do the whole thing. And that's like really a cool, unique thing about this event, is that by midnight, you've got people in tuxes and suits and in t-shirts and jeans, all having a good time together celebrating.
Buffalo is coming into a new place. And I think the arts community for a long time has been part of that, because artists, God bless us, we always see the positive, we always see the possibilities, we always find the energy to see something beautiful or the potential in something.
art in the best sense can be a reflection of the times, and it can also be a distraction from the times. You know, at times when we were economically disadvantaged, our cultural organizations and our theaters kept going and kept producing meaningful work and also kept producing entertaining work, and really, you know, brought people through it.
I think if there's anything that other cities can learn from Curtain Up in Buffalo, it would be the importance of celebrating community itself. To take a moment to celebrate the things that are good about the place where you are critically important. And we learned that by accident here. And it's been a terrific thing. I hope it continues forever.